all of the time, hey, Brian, what is the best way to write hooks? What is the best way to write hooks of AI? Okay. Or should I even be writing my hooks of AI? Okay. And my professional opinion is that you want to treat AI like an assistant. Okay, you want to write the first draft of your hook and then feed it into AI. And to do that, you need to understand the elements of an effective hook. One of the things that we talked about at the very start is that good input equals good output. And you also need to understand what a good script looks like before you can use AI to create a good script. And the same thing applies. You need to know what a good hook looks like before you can use AI to write the hook. And that's exactly what we're going to talk about here right now. So in terms of the elements of an effective hook, okay, the goal of the hook is to do one thing. It's to get the viewer to watch the rest of the video. Similarly, if you look at YouTube, your thumbnail is meant to get people to look at the title, and the title is meant to get people to click, and the click after you click the first 10 seconds is to get people to watch the next 30 seconds, and the 30 seconds is to get people to watch the next 2 minutes. So it's the exact same thing, right? It follows this flow. The goal of the hook is to reel the viewer in to watch the rest of the video, meaning that we want the hook to be clear and we want it to be engaging. These are the only two things, right? If it's not clear, it's not engaging, it doesn't tell the viewer what the video is about, then the hook hasn't done a great job. Okay, so couple rules when you're writing your hooks, okay? Jargon. No jargon. Avoid words like prospects, clients, ROAS, etc. Or avoid over-explaining, right? If you're selling a video too hard, you want to avoid over-explaining. Or number 3, excessive credentials. Giving too many credentials, right? If I tell you that, hey, I've written a book, right? I've written 1,000 scripts for my clients, generate millions of dollars, millions of views. I worked with person A, person B, person C, person D, person E, and I have a girlfriend and blah, blah, blah. That's going to be useless because that's too many credentials. You just want to say one line of credentials, one line of proof, and then you get on with it, right? So we need to be conscious about the kind of viewer that will click on the video and also how we can use language to appeal to them. But in general, you want to avoid jargon, over explaining, excessive credentials, right? Those are kind of non-negotiables that you want to avoid. So in terms of the hook consists of two things. It consists of the first line, because as I said, right, the first 10 seconds is to get people to watch the next 30 seconds. So it consists of the first line, and then the next 20 seconds is the introduction. So let's talk about the first line. So these are the 10 types of first liners, right? This is what I talked about in my very first YouTube script writing course. This still holds true, right? The question hook. Have you ever wondered what would happen to your business if you sent 1 million emails? The shocking statement. You've been working out wrong this whole time. The storytelling hook. I went from $150,000 in debt to over $5 million in just 3 years. This is my story. The preview hook. Watch me turn $100 to $10,000 trading stocks in 24 hours. The personal connection. In my college days, I suffered from anxiety. The statistical fact hook. 90% of businesses shut down after 3 years. The challenge hook. I scaled 4 e-commerce stores from 6 to multi 8 figures in the past 3 years to prove it's not luck. The quotation hook. Alex Hormozi said if he were to start over again, he'd start a service-based business. The metaphor hook. You are a hunter. Okay. The proof hook. I've generated $10 million for my clients combined using cold email. So you can take a screenshot of this, right? These are the 10 different types of first liners that have never failed me, right? And you can use this for any type of video, right? These never really failed me. And, you know, there's some different types of permutations, but you kind of want to understand, hey, what is the type of hook that I can use over here? And if you're ever like, hey, I don't really know how to write my first line, instead of delegating it to AI, why not you just take one of these 10 types of first liners that are proven first liners to actually get the click, and then you can just use one of these and you can get on with your day, right? So these are meant to be, you can literally forklift any of these hooks, put it into your video depending on the expectations that your title sets, and you are good to go. And then with the introduction, the goal of the introduction is to do 3 things. Okay, it's to give context to the video, it's to set the stakes, and it's to establish the main payoff of the video. So the introduction is the bridge between the hook and the main content of the video. And the payoff is what the viewer will get or learn when they watch the video. So when you're writing the hook, I want you to list out what questions the viewers will have when they see the title and thumbnail, all right? And I'm going to give you an example here. And the introduction needs to answer all of these questions in order to set proper expectations, right? Once again, thumbnail, get people to click the title, and the title raises curiosity, gets people to click, and then the first 10 seconds validates it, next 30 seconds validates next 10 seconds. So there's this video that I recently scripted, right? It's titled How I Brainwashed Myself to Be a Millionaire at 20. So this is for Inaya over here. This video got 707K views. Okay, it's a 20x outlier. And whenever you get a 20x outlier like this, it is important to look back at what is the recipe of a 20x outlier video. How I Brainwashed Myself to Be a Millionaire at 20. So when you look at the title and the thumbnail over here, what are the things that which come to your mind? So the most probable questions that the viewer would have from seeing this on the homepage are, number one, how did she code brainwash herself to be a millionaire at 20? Do I need to reprogram my brain to be a millionaire? Is it easy to achieve? And what did she use to do it, right? These are the immediate questions. And these are the curiosities of a great title to get you to click on it, right? Most titles out there don't have any curiosity, don't want to get you to click on it. But over here, this title does a really great job of creating that curiosity to want to go ahead and watch this video. So here I've color coded it. And if you can see over here, with all of these questions that's raised, I want to address them inside of the hook. So this is the resultant script. This is how I brainwashed myself to be a millionaire at 20. So you can see over here with the very title, how I brainwashed myself to be a millionaire at 20, I literally validate it in the very first line. So this is how I brainwashed myself to be a millionaire at 20. Growing up in a big family, we didn't have a lot of money. As I got older, I discovered your brain has a specific operating system for money, just like a computer, and mine was programmed for poverty. So I had to hack it. So she said, oh, this answers the question, do I need to reprogram my brain to be a millionaire? And then she goes into, most people think mindset work is just about positive thinking, but I'm about to show you why the mental programming I use actually took me from having $20 to my name at 18 years old to building a business that generated $13 million just 4 years later. If I did it in such a short time, I believe that you can too, and probably even faster. And today I'm giving you the exact steps to get there. You'll be happy to know that the techniques I used aren't some secret, but it's shocking how almost nobody actually does them consistently enough to see results. So you can see over here, this brown part answers the question of, hey, what she used to do. And then the red part answer, is it easy to achieve, right? If I did it in such a short time, I believe you can too. And I'm going to give you the exact steps to get there. So it's like, hey, this is easy because I'm going to give you the exact steps and you can actually do it in a short amount of time, right? So this not only addresses the objection of, hey, is this easy, but it also addresses the objection of, oh, how long will it take, right? So it reduces the risk drastically inside of the hook for the viewer to commit to a video like this. And hey, that's the recipe of a 707,000 viewer 20x outlier